We start profit maximization concept of profit maximization in different market structure. In different market structure. Begin with this concept. Let's understand what is the meaning of market. First aspect is meaning of market. What do you mean by market? Answer. Market is a place. Market is a place where buyer and seller, buyer and seller comes together. What buyer want to do? Buyer want to buy. Buyer wants to buy. Seller want to sell. Seller wants to sell at specific price. At specific price, specific quantity, at specific time. So when we talk about market, how many dimension we have to study? Just look at it. Am I allowed to move forward and erase whatever I have written? Market is a place where buyer and seller come together. Buyer want to buy, seller want to sell. Both agreed at a price, quantity, and specific time. Am I make myself clear? Should I erase all and go forward? Thank you. Now, we look at what are the aspects that we have to study. What aspect that we have to study? First aspect that we have to study is demand. Then we study supply. Then we club them together to study about market. Demand come from where? From buyer point of view. Supply come from seller's point of view. When I say market is a place where buyer and seller come together, buyer want to buy, seller want to sell, that means I am talking about market. मैं मार्केट की बात कर रहा हूँ तो हमें पहले डिमांड के लिए बायर को स्टडी करना पड़ेगा, सेलर के लिए सप्लाईज एस्पेक्ट को सब स्टडी करना पड़ेगा। लेकिन अगर आप मेरे से पूछोगे सर मार्केट का क्लासिफिकेशन फर्दर करना हो तो आपने पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम क्यों लिया? तो पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम का लेने का एक ऑब्जेक्टिव ये था कि जब हम टाइम की बात करते हैं तो हम पीरियड डिफाइन करते हैं। पीरियड मार्केट पीरियड है, पीरियड शॉर्ट टर्म है, लॉन्ग रन है या मीडियम है। मार्केट पीरियड को कभी कभी आप बोल देते हैं वेरी शॉर्ट रन। When we talk about period, what do you mean by specific time? That means time may be one day, it may be one day. Are you getting me, friends? It may be 1 month, or it may be up to 1 year. It may be from 1 year to 5 years. It may be more than 5 years. In economics literature, you have to study all aspects. Now, as you are a professional, I want to ask you a question. आप ऐसे शेयर मार्केट में डील करना सीखते होंगे और आपका कोई ना कोई एक सब्जेक्ट जरूर होगा जिसमें स्टॉक मार्केट, डेरिवेटिव, म्यूचुअल फंड्स के बारे में पढ़ाते हैं। तो आप मेरे को बताइए स्टॉक मार्केट में ट्रांजैक्शन सेटलमेंट कितने दिन में होती है?
2+1.
Exactly. In stock market operation, when we talk about this T plus 2 days, T stands for transaction time. It is the transaction day plus 2 day of grace. इसके बीच में आपने सेटलमेंट करनी होती है। आंसर फ्रॉम क्वेश्चन इज yes. I must take some last year paper too. जो भी आपके सब्जेक्ट से आए हैं डेफिनेटली। ओके, नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट फर्स्ट टॉपिक, डिमांड। Any one of you can write in chat box what do you mean by demand. I'm also writing, but I need response from you as well. Demand means willingness of consumer, willingness of consumer to buy, plus it is associated with purchasing power. सिर्फ चाहने से कुछ नहीं होगा। मैं चाहता हूँ चांद पे जमीन मैं भी खरीदूं तो शान सिंह की तरह, राइट? मैं एक्सीलेंट। So demand means willingness to buy as well as there is a ability to purchase. Now, you can tell me what are the factors affecting demand? What are factors affecting demand? What are factors affecting demand? मैं आपको एक वर्ड दे रहा हूँ, इस वर्ड को जरूर याद रखना है। PREDUCT. TI, right? All of you clear? First factor is price of product. Price of product. Second factor is price of related good. Price of related good. Am I right? Price of related good. Am I right? Please write in chat box. When I say right or wrong, please, if you write right, then I say yes or no, you can write yes. Okay. The related good may be, it may be substitute good, it may be complementary. Substitute का दूसरा नाम है competitive. Competitive. Am I right? They may be strong substitute. They may be weak substitute. They may be weak substitute. पता कैसे चलेगा कि ये सब्स्टिट्यूट गुड है या कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री गुड है? इसके लिए हम निकालते हैं क्रॉस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड. क्रॉस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड. Right? Am I right? I ask right or not. You write right. When I write correct, please you can write correct. Every time yes, put me in confusion. Okay. Third factor, expectation of consumer. Expectation of consumer. I'm talking about PRETI. I talk about PRE. Fourth one is taste and preference. And fifth one is income of consumer. These are the main five factors. You can write miscellaneous other factor like contingency. Correct? Correct or not? Okay, thank you. That means I can move ahead. Now, what is our next topic is what is law of demand? What is law of demand? Other factors will remain the same. Other factors will remain the same. Last year का क्वेश्चन यहीं से डिस्कस कर रहा हूँ. One of my student, one of my colleague asked me कि कुछ पेपर के क्वेश्चन ले लीजिए. तो अभी आ रहा है इसी लाइन में एक क्वेश्चन आ रहा है, प्लीज फोकस कीजिएगा यहाँ पे. अदर फैक्टर बीइंग रिमेन द सेम. Then price increases, demand decreases, and vice versa. Other factors will remain the same when price increases, demand decreases, and vice versa. हाँ, पेपर में एक ऐसा एमसीक्यू में क्वेश्चन आया, व्हाट इज मीनिंग ऑफ ceteris paribus. Ceteris paribus 2 मार्क्स का एमसीक्यू था. सो एक लाइन में मैं लॉ ऑफ डिमांड अगेन लिख रहा हूँ. लॉ ऑफ डिमांड को मैं एक बार फिर लिख रहा हूँ. देयर इज inverse relation between price and quantity, between price and quantity. Ceteris paribus. The meaning of ceteris paribus is other thing being remain the other thing being remain same. Now, question arises, what do you mean by other things being remain the same? पहले लॉ ऑफ डिमांड क्लियर है या नहीं? इज इट क्लियर और नॉट? इज इट क्लियर और नॉट, फ्रेंड्स? Now, what do you mean by factors? What do you mean by ceteris paribus? I already write there are 5 factors which affect. First one is price of commodity. Price of commodity. And what are the other factors? I told you, remember the T. T को तो मैंने यहाँ ले लिया. बाकी R stands for the related good price. Related goods price. या price of related good. Expectation. Expectation. Taste and preference. Taste and preference. Income of consumer. हम इसको कांस्टेंट मान रहे हैं. हम कह रहे हैं कि इसमें कोई चेंज नहीं हुआ. दैट मीन लॉ ऑफ डिमांड चेक करता है रिलेशन सिर्फ 2 फैक्टर के बीच में. डिमांड इज फंक्शन ऑफ प्राइस ऑफ गुड. से डिमांड ऑफ एक्स, प्राइस ऑफ एक्स. बाकी सारे कांस्टेंट है. प्राइस ऑफ गुड वाई, टेस्ट एंड प्रेफरेंस, इनकम, एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑफ कंज्यूमर. इसके ऊपर बार लगाया है. क्लियर? एम आई अलाउड टू मूव फॉरवर्ड? थैंक यू. What is demand curve? Demand curve. For this, I must first understand demand schedule, and demand schedule of 2 types: individual demand schedule, market demand schedule. मैं डिमांड कर्व को पढ़ने के लिए पहले आईडीएस एमडीएस पे जा रहा हूँ. फर्स्ट, इंडिविजुअल डिमांड शेड्यूल is tabular representation. Is tabular representation of price and quantity demanded, price and quantity demanded by an individual or a customer. चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं जरा आईडीएस बनाते हैं तो आई एम टेकिंग अ हाइपोथेटिकल डेटा प्राइस ऑफ गुड से एक्स डिमांड बाय ए when 2 rupees, 4 rupees, 6 rupees, 8 rupees, and say 10 rupees. Demand is say 20, 18, 16, 14, and 12. Now, हम बात किस कंज्यूमर के बारे में कर रहे हैं एक कंज्यूमर की बात कर रहे हैं सारे कंज्यूमर्स की बात कर रहे हैं यू रिप्लाई इन चैट बॉक्स प्लीज राइट ओनली वन कंज्यूमर जिसका नाम है मिस्टर ए वन कंज्यूमर और हमने एक टेबल बनाया जिसके अंदर डिफरेंट प्राइसेस दिए हुए हैं दिस इज व्हाट दिस इज व्हाट जो विथ मैथ्स जो जिन्हों में पढ़ा हुआ है 12th में वो ध्यान दे इट इज अ वन टू वन रिलेशन राइट एक प्राइस पे मिस्टर ए कितनी क्वांटिटी डिमांड करते हैं एम आई राइट एम आई राइट Mayank, Nidesh, either you can reply yes or no. Okay. Himanshu, thank you. ये ग्राफ बनाया है या टेबल बनाया है इज इट अ ग्राफ और इज इट अ टेबल it's a table that's why I'm saying this is this is individual demand individual demand schedule तो शेड्यूल क्या होता है व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय शेड्यूल शेड्यूल इज a tabular representation of price and quantity demanded by a consumer मैं इसको जरा ग्राफिकली प्लॉट करता हूँ डिफरेंट डिफरेंट प्राइसेस लिए 2 4 6 8 10 डिफरेंट डिफरेंट क्वांटिटी ली एक मैंने हैश बनाया है से स्टार्टिंग विद 10 12 14 16 18 20 when the price is 2 quantity is 20 am I right am I right okay when price is 4 quantity is ये जो मैं डॉट लगा रहा हूं ये क्या है इस डॉट को क्या बोलते हैं इस डॉट को क्या बोलते हैं फ्रेंड्स पढ़ के आए विवाह 8 9 क्लास में पढ़ा हुआ होगा दिस इज कॉल्ड पॉइंट पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन तो दो लाइंस के बीच में होता है दिस इज ओनली कॉल्ड पॉइंट दिस इज कॉल्ड पॉइंट दिस इज कॉल्ड इंडिविजुअल डिमांड कर्व सो आई एम गोइंग बैक मैंने पढ़ना क्या था डिमांड कर्व भी दो टाइप के पढ़ेंगे हम फर्स्ट वन इंडिविजुअल डिमांड कर्व Second one, market demand curve. Clear? Am I clear to all of you? Permission granted to move forward? Okay. Uh, PS, Aishwarya writing it is coordinate. No, it is not coordinate. This one is point. This one is a point. Meaning of point is, this one is a point, and meaning of point is, it is perpendicular distance from x-axis and y-axis. That means it is representing a combination of quantity and price. Of quantity and price. Am I right? Please. Am I right? Make sure you understand it. Make sure you are understanding it. Okay. But still I want to ask you something. Say it is point A, B, C, D and E. Can you tell me what is point A? Within bracket I am writing 12, 10. Am I right? Okay. That means there is a rectangle O, A, P, Q. It is a rectangle O, A, P, Q. And what is the area under this rectangle? This is the area. Would I say area is length into perpendicular? Sorry, length into breadth, price into quantity. Price is how much? 10 rupees, quantity is 12. So 120 rupees is what? What it is? It is total expenditure by consumer when the price is 10 rupees and he is buying 12 quantity. Am I right? Okay. So कोई भी एक पॉइंट हो उसके अंडर का एरिया रिप्रेजेंट क्या करता है बताइए अगेन दिस क्वेश्चन इज आस्क्ड आई एम वेटिंग रिस्पांस फ्रॉम यू व्हाट डज द एरिया अंडर कर्व रिप्रेजेंट it represent what total expenditure right excellent we all are understanding it thank you let's we move forward we should talk about next sense market demand we should talk about market demand schedule market demand schedule then we talk about market demand curve okay let's begin to start with understanding of this concept let's I start with another hypothetical example. Here, price of good is given to me. consumer A, consumer B, consumer C, and different price, say 2 rupees, 4 rupees, 6 rupees, 8 rupees. I'm taking four prices only. Quantity demanded is say 6, 5, 4, 3. For B, say it is 10, 8, 6, 4. For C, say 12, 10, 8, 6. I want to ask you a question. Is my this data is a hypothetical or actual? My data is hypothetical or actual? ये जो मैंने फिगर्स दिए हैं ये हाइपोथेटिकल है, इमेजिनरी है या एक्चुअल है? यस, हिमांशु ने सही आंसर दिया, हाइपोथेटिकल है। गुड, हाइपोथेटिकल मीन जो आप मान के चल रहे हैं। सो मैं ये मान के चल रहा हूं देयर आर ओनली 3 कंज्यूमर इन द मार्केट, लेट्स वी सम देम अप। अब मैं क्या कर रहा हूं, ए प्लस बी प्लस सी, तो ये क्या बन जाएगी, मार्केट, राइट? Market mean all the buyer, all the sellers. So all the buyers are how much? First one. अब हम इसकी प्लॉटिंग करते हैं। तो पहली मेरी डेफिनेशन है मार्केट डिमांड शेड्यूल। व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ मार्केट डिमांड शेड्यूल? ये आपने सम किया, ये कौन सा सम किया है, वर्टिकल सम, हॉरिजॉन्टल सम? Summation of demand of all consumer in market is called market demand schedule. Tabular representation. Yes, excellent answer. It is horizontal summation. It is horizontal summation of demand of all the consumer in market. Firstly, हम टेबल बना रहे हैं या ग्राफ बना रहे हैं? We are making market demand schedule is a tabular representation. Am I right? Permission granted to move forward. Okay, let's begin with our market demand curve. Market demand curve. Market demand curve is graphical representation of market demand schedule. One line definition. We have taken four type of prices: 2, 4, 6, 8, and at 8, 6, 4. We have different quantity. Say it is 18, 23, 28, 33. Am I right? I'm sorry. It is 13, 18. I'm so sorry. It is 13, 18, 23, 28. And joining of these points, right? Now, uh, if you allow me little, this is not in your curriculum. I can jump, linking the microeconomy and macroeconomy, but at this injunction, I don't think it will be better. But you must remember each point and each area have its own significance, right? This is a rectangle. This one is. This one is. So we make as many rectangle, yes, as many interpretations as well. We will do it when we start elasticity of demand. Okay, so we move to next topics, demand curve. Okay, here generally price of a commodity is taken, here the quantity is taken. This one is called demand curve, right? What can you say about slope? Slope of demand curve. It is upward or downward? It is upward or downward? Downward sloping. Why? Why it is downward? Why? Because of one relationship. What relationship? Yes, inverse relationship. Inverse relationship between what? Price and demand. Inverse relationship between price and demand. Excellent. Let me now. I want to ask you a question. Look at the three figures and say, is this one is demand curve, steeper, flatter, or normal? My question is, which one is steeper, which one is flatter, which one is normal? Figure A, figure B, figure C. Which one is steeper? This one is, yes, flatter curve. this one is steeper, this one is normal. प्लीज आप इसको कहीं नोटबुक में लिख लीजिएगा, because when I begin with more topics, तो आप इसका यूज समझ जाएंगे कि हाँ यहाँ पे ये यूज आना था. That's why ये टॉपिक मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ. Am I allowed to move forward? Okay, thank you very much. You can tell me next one, demand function. Have you read this topic, demand function? Or before going to demand function, okay, we have two topics to do: demand function and exception of law of demand. Before we go to demand function, we can start exception of law of demand, right? Okay. First I do demand function and then I come back to exception of law of demand. One question is asked, what do you mean by demand function? Demand function shows functional relationship between demand and factors which determining demand. Can anyone of you tell me what are the factors determining demand? Can anyone of you tell me what are the factors determining demand? I already told you many times. What are the factors determining demand? But please give me very small. Yes, excellent. So I'm writing it. D of x is equals to f px, comma, py, comma, e, comma, tnp, comma, I, comma, m. This is demand function. Now px is, just consider, अगर आप मेरे से पूछेंगे इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड, मैं यहीं से पूछूंगा डिमांड फंक्शन देखो और इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड देखो. वो अभी की क्लास का कुछ आने वाली देर में टॉपिक है. अभी थोड़ी देर में हम इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड भी देखेंगे, बट बिफोर इट वी आर लुकिंग एट डिमांड फंक्शन. वो एक रिलेशनशिप पढ़ेंगे dx का किसके साथ, बताइए, px के साथ. एक रिलेशनशिप देखेंगे dx का किसके साथ, py के साथ. अगर आप मेरे से पूछेंगे सर ये टाइप ऑफ इलास्टिसिटी कौन सी है, देन आई मस्ट से ऑन इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड. प्राइस भी गुड एक्स का ले रहे हो, डिमांड भी गुड एक्स की ले रहे हो. डिमांड तो एक्स की ले रहे हो, प्राइस वाई का ले रहे हो, इट इज कॉल्ड क्रॉस एनालिसिस एंड वी कॉल्ड इट क्रॉस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड. देन dx लेके चलेंगे और इनकम लेके चलेंगे. इनकम, we call it as income elasticity of demand. We call it as income elasticity of demand. बाकी इलास्टिसिटी का एनालिसिस करिकुलम में है नहीं, जैसे एडवर्टाइजमेंट इलास्टिसिटी. तो हम डिमांड फंक्शन को मेनली तीन एस्पेक्ट में तो जरूर करेंगे, लेकिन इलास्टिसिटी के एस्पेक्ट में हम तीन फंक्शनल रिलेशनशिप तो डिस्कस करेंगे ही करेंगे इन फ्यूचर. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय फ्यूचर? अभी थोड़ी देर में, हाफ एन आवर के अंदर हम ये डिस्कस करेंगे. But when I am saying demand function, it shows the functional relationship between the price of a goods on price of related good. Related good may be substitute, may be complementary. Expectation of consumer, taste and preference, income, miscellaneous factors. What do you mean by miscellaneous factor? Like say, for example, uh, migration of population from one place to another place, right? Am I allowed to move forward? Please, please. Okay, thank you very much. So after demand function, I'm coming to next topic. What do you mean by exceptions of law of demand? Exceptions of law of demand. Let me law of demand when it is not applicable. Situation in which law of demand is not applicable. Is any one of you? Any one of you? ये हमारा टॉपिक क्या है? That means law of demand fails कब हो जाता है? लॉ ऑफ डिमांड फेल कब हो जाता है? बट लॉ ऑफ डिमांड है क्या? प्राइस इंक्रीज, क्वांटिटी डिक्रीज एंड वाइस वर्सा. प्राइस डिक्रीज, क्वांटिटी डिमांड इंक्रीज. राइट. इंफीरियर गुड पे हिमांशु लॉ ऑफ डिमांड अप्लाई होता है. यू आर रॉन्ग. गिवन गुड्स पे नहीं होता. राइट. फर्स्ट वन इज, वी कॉल इट एज गिवन पैराडॉक्स. We call it Giffen paradox. Giffen, I'm sorry. Spelling is double F E N. Giffen paradox. Right. What do you mean by Giffen paradox? They are they are special type of inferior good. हिमांशु एक बात नोट कर लीजिएगा यहीं पे. All inferior, all given goods are inferior, but all inferior are not given. हिमांशु क्लियर है? Please reply. Okay, you noted. Thank you. So, given paradox are those special type of inferior good on which law of demand fails. That means when the price increases, demand increases. When price increases, demand increases. On what good? Given good. Then you rightly said, इसकी रिसर्च सर रॉबर्ट गिफिन ने करी थी. सर रॉबर्ट गिफिन. कि कुछ टाइप के इंफीरियर गुड्स हैं जिसकी डिमांड तब बढ़ती है जब इनका प्राइसेस इंक्रीज हो। सेकंड, goods of related with demonstration effect. Goods related with demonstration effect, or you can call it as prestigious goods. Like, you can give any example like diamonds, goods of oscillation, right? Excellent. Exactly. Cars, could I say? BMW. Next one is in case of necessity of consumer. In case necessity of consumer. Fourth one, ignorance of consumer. Sometimes we don't pay attention. कोविड-19 में अभी क्या हुआ था, नेसेसिटी थी, चाहे गुड्स जैसे भी हैं चाहे महंगे निकले, लेकिन स्टोर करके रखने लग गए थे। गवर्नमेंट ने फिर बाद में नोटिफिकेशन निकाला। एम आई राइट फ्रेंड्स? प्लीज रिप्लाई। ओके, नेक्स्ट वन इज आई वांट टू स्टार्ट विद different type of different type of demand curve shapes with respect to different price, different shape of demand curve with respect to different factor. So first I'm taking income demand. First I'm taking income demand. Now I want to ask you a question. If the good is normal good, if the good is normal good, what happens when your income increases? Do you increase demand or decrease demand? Demand more. So if I prepare a table and prepare a different category of good, say normal good, income increase, impact, what happened to demand, GD increase, am I right? What happened to prestigious good? Prestigious good, it also increase, am I right? What happened to inferior good? Demand decrease. Any one of you can also refer me what happened to demand given good. Demand decreases. Okay. Mayank Awasthi, same decrease. I want to make you understand this concept. Okay. What happened with the income effect? Firstly, tell me what do you understand by income effect? The effect of income on demand is called what? The effect of income on demand is called what? Income effect. Is it positive or negative? In first case, normal good. Income effect is right positive. Here positive. Among the two, which one is strong positive? दोनों पॉजिटिव होंगे लेकिन स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉजिटिव कौन सा होगा? से 2 is a positive value, 10 is positive value, right? नॉर्मल का स्ट्रॉन्ग ज्यादा होगा. ओके न्यूमेरिकल क्वेश्चन करेंगे और क्लियरिटी आएगी, बट आई एम नॉट सेटिस्फाइड विद योर आंसर. आटा दाल चावल these are necessary good. Normal good may be clothes, right? तो एकदम आप प्रेस्टिजियस, अगर आपके पास इनकम एकदम इंक्रीज होगी तो यू मे लाइक मोर strong type of demand with regard to say mobile phone or something prestigious good. Okay. Now what you can say about income effect in case of inferior, positive or negative? Right? और यहाँ पे नेगेटिव. अब आप ये बता सकते हैं इन दोनों में से कौन सा नेगेटिव ज्यादा वैल्यू वाला होगा? सेकंड वन. अब आपको इंफीरियर और गिवन में थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस समझ में आ रहा होगा जो मैं कह रहा हूँ. हिमांशु आपने बोला था शायद. Am I make my sense clear? Given goods का नेगेटिव इनकम इफेक्ट स्ट्रॉन्ग होता है काफी एज कंपेयर टू द नेगेटिव इनकम इफेक्ट ऑफ विच गुड? इंफीरियर गुड. Am I clear? Allowed to move forward. Allowed to move forward. Now, I'm specifically talking about demand curve. This is demand curve. सही बनाया या गलत बनाया है? अपवर्ड स्लोपिंग बना दिया ये तो मैंने. जब इस एक्सिस पे मैं क्वांटिटी ले रहा हूँ और इस एक्सिस पे मैं इनकम ले रहा हूँ एंड आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट नॉर्मल गुड. अगर मैं गिवन गुड के बारे में या इंफीरियर गुड के बारे में बात करता तो वो शायद ऐसा होता कि इनकम 50 रुपीज से 100 हो गई या 50,000 से 100,000 तब क्या इम्पैक्ट आया? डिमांड 10 क्वांटिटी से 8 हो गई. लेकिन जब 50 से 100 हुई तो डिमांड 8 से 10 हुई. मेरे दोनों कर्व समझ में आ रहे हैं? परमिशन ग्रांटेड टू मूव फॉरवर्ड. I need reply from you at least. Nice. दोनों कर्व समझ में आ रहे हैं? Have you understood both the curves? Understood or not? Understood? Okay. Now I'm moving forward. नेक्स्ट हम क्या लेके चलने वाले हैं बताइए? क्रॉस डिमांड. तो दो टाइप की गुड्स होंगे. फर्स्ट वन इज सब्स्टिट्यूट गुड, सेकंड वन इज कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री गुड. फर्स्ट वन इज कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री गुड. व्हाट आर कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री गुड्स? Have you heard this word complementary? You're giving me example. I'm asking you what these goods are, which are used together. Used together. right? Goods which are used together, they are called complementary. What happens if the price of one increase demand for other? Say price of pen increase, then what happened to demand of ink decrease? So on this axis I am taking quantity of X, but on this axis I am taking price of Y. Are you getting me? Please understand what I have written over here. This one is, and this one is X and Y. X and Y ले रहे हैं, तो ये जो एनालिसिस होगा क्रॉस एनालिसिस होगा। तो हम यहाँ पे जो इलास्टिसिटी और डिमांड निकालेंगे वो क्रॉस इलास्टिसिटी और डिमांड निकालेंगे। Am I clear? Am I make my sense clear to everyone? Oh. Next one is ये जो मैं फाइल पे लिख रहा हूँ, अगर मेरे पास आपकी email ID हो, then I can share file with you if institute allow me for the same as well. Here, quantity, price of Y, again consider. Now I am talking about substitute good. What are substitute good first? Which are used in place of each other. Which are used in place of each other. Now, what happens when the price of one increase? Price of X increase. Demand for, sorry, I have taken Y. Price of Y increase. Demand for X increase. So this one is sloping upward, right? Clear? No. Next one is next one is expansion. Next one is expansion, contraction, in demand. Increase and decrease in demand. Increase and decrease in demand. Okay. This is my original demand curve. This is D1. This is D2. I am taking movement from this to this. When price remains same, P0, right? Now, first we talk about increase and decrease. What are the factor? What are the factor which causes increase and decrease? No, it's not PRETI. No, एक एक्स्ट्रा लिख दिया आपने। आपने P को तो कांस्टेंट मान लिया और चेंजेस किस में कर रहे हैं आप? RETI में। रिलेटेड गुड के साथ क्या हुआ? राइट, नाउ राइट। रीटी एम भी बोल सकते हो आप। and send for the miscellaneous factor. That mean ये टॉपिक आपको अच्छे से आता है. राइट वर्ड शिफ्ट हुआ तो इट इज कॉल्ड इंक्रीज, लेफ्ट वर्ड शिफ्ट हुआ तो दिस इज कॉल्ड डिक्रीज. What do you mean by expansion and contraction? It is demand curve. It is due to price P0 पे Q0 कर रहे हो आप. जैसे ही प्राइस बढ़ा P1 हुआ, आपने Q1 क्वांटिटी कर दी डिमांड. P2 हुआ, Q2 कर दी. This is called from this point to this point expansion. इसका मेन फैक्टर प्राइस ऑफ एक्स ही होता है. दिस इज कॉल्ड कॉन्ट्रैक्शन. तो प्लीज एग्जामिनेशन के लिए ये क्वेश्चन जरूर पढ़ लीजिएगा. इंक्रीज, डिक्रीज वर्सेस एक्सपेंशन, कॉन्ट्रैक्शन. राइट. मैं आपको थोड़ा सा होमवर्क दे रहा हूँ. डू सेल्फ. This is quite easy and you already studied at your previous classes level, might be in 11th or 12th class, because now in macroeconomics in 11th class, earlier it was in 12th class. Okay. Microeconomic में आपने ये पढ़ा ही हुआ होगा. Now I am moving to next topic, elasticity of demand. Moving to next topic, elasticity of demand. हम यहाँ पे टाइप पढ़ेंगे और डिग्रीज पढ़ेंगे. तीन टाइप तो जरूर पढ़नी है. On elasticity of demand, क्रॉस इलास्टिसिटी, न्यूमेरिकल क्वेश्चन डिस्कस करेंगे. इनकम इलास्टिसिटी. Okay. First, I'm talking about on elasticity. It measures what is the percentage changes. What are the percentage changes in quantity demanded of say good X due to percentage changes in price of good, say for example X. We have methods of calculation. We have methods of calculation. First one is percentage method. Here, elasticity of demand is equals to percentage changes in quantity demanded divided by percentage changes in price. We have proportional method. We have proportional method. Elasticity of demand equals to delta Q by delta P into P over Q. Next one we have total expenditure method. I should discuss it within 5 minutes. And next one we have graphic method. So I'm starting first one. I'm starting first one in graphic. First one is yes, art method is also there. I'm coming to it, no issue. First one I'm taking percentage method and proportional method. Question 1, price and quantity is given to me. For example, price increased from 2 rupees to 4 rupees. Quantity decreased from 100 to 75. Solution. When we talk about percentage method as well as proportional method, I'm doing the same question from two methodology. Okay. Elasticity of demand equals to percentage changes in quantity demanded divided by percentage changes in price. So we have changes in prices, percentage changes in price is from 2 to it will increase to 4. That means it is 100% change in price. Am I right? This one is okay. And percentage changes in quantity. Am I make this understood to you? This is new minus old divided by old into 100. Okay. And what happened to quantity? The new quantity is 75 and it is moved from 100. So new divide minus old divided by old into 100. This is 25% with negative sign. ED is equals to percentage change in quantity minus 25%. This is 100%. It will work out minus 2.5. Clear? All of you, please reply. Minus 2.5 सबका आ गया है. Alright. If it is so, then we can move ahead. I'm using same with proportional method. Proportional method. Elasticity of demand equals to delta Q by delta P into P over Q. What is change in quantity? It is 25. Yes, it is decrease due to increase in price into initial price P0. Initial price was initial price was 2 rupees and initial quantity 100. So again, this is minus 0.25. Right. Am I, am I allowed to move forward? This one is understood or not? Okay. Now I am using graphical method, or before it we can use say total expenditure. Third method is total expenditure method. आप लोग जरूर चेक कीजिए ये किसने बनाया था. रिप्लाई फ्रॉम यू. टोटल एक्सपेंडिचर मेथड किसने बनाया था? Who introduced this method? ये मेथड बनाया किसने था? Nobody is going to answer. Manchu, Dr. Marshall, okay, no issue. Anyone else, please? Yes. Now good. Alfred Marshall, yes. As he is PhD, so you can write PhD as well as professor. So you can write Alfred Marshall is correct answer. प्रीफिक्स आप कर लीजिए, नो इशू, लेकिन आंसर सही होना चाहिए. तो व्हाट इज द कॉन्सेप्ट? स्टेट three things: price increases, total expenditure decreases, price decreases, total expenditure increases. That means elasticity of demand. Price increases or price decreases, total expenditure remains same. Then elasticity of demand. Price increases, total expenditure increases, price decreases, total expenditure decreases. Elasticity of demand. ये दोनों का इम्पैक्ट समझ में आया? Here ED is greater than 1, ED is equals to 1, ED is less than 1. All of you understood, please? अगर प्राइस और टोटल एक्सपेंडिचर में इनवर्स रिलेशन हो, अगर प्राइस और एक्सपेंडिचर में इनवर्स रिलेशनशिप हो, then elasticity of demand is more than unit. More than unit. If price increase हो या decrease हो लेकिन total expenditure same रहे, then elasticity of demand equals to 1. That is unit elastic. We call it as elastic. We call it as unit elastic. We call it as inelastic. Now, Sheetal clear? Sumedha clear? Could I do numerical question based on this? Mayank, you can reply. Should I do a numerical question? Kishan is also there. Himanshu is there because I am able to see a few only. Right. Okay. Let's begin a numerical question. So these are different points is given to me. This one price, this one quantity, point A, B, C, D, E, price 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, quantity 20, 16, 12, 10, 8. Now just consider total expenditure. What is total expenditure? What is total expenditure? It's 40, 64, 112, 80, 80. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry over here. Right. The reason of sorry, I just copy 112 from your side rather than looking at the figure. Okay. Just tell me what from A to B, what is happening from A to B? If I say A to B, what happened with price? Price increases. What happened to total expenditure? It also increases. So elasticity of demand should be less than 1. Am I right? Am I right? Just consider from D to E. D to E. What happened? Price increases, but total expenditure same. Price increases, total expenditure is same. So ED is equals to what? Right? Just consider D to B point. What happened to price? If I am here and I am coming to this point, price decreases. And what happened to total expenditure? It is also decreases. So ED again less than 1. Right. Clear? Am I make my sense clear? Okay. Uh, am I allowed to move forward? Okay. Thank you. Let's we move forward. Any one of you, please reply, do calculation alongside me. What is B point and D point? Value of B point and D point. What is price and quantity? At B we have a price 416, 416, 8, 10. Am I right? Okay. So perhaps this look like this. Uh, B point and D point, 8, 10, 4, 16. This is my B point and this is my D point. Am I allowed to calculate this proportional method D to D using proportional method? Proportional method. If you allow to me, what is proportional method? ED is equals to delta Q by delta P into P by Q, and whenever you take P, it is P and Q, basically original value. The first point from B to D, what is the change in quantity? Change in quantity is 6 with minus sign. Change in price is 4 with positive sign. Initial price is 4 rupees and initial quantity is 16. Can you tell me what is the answer? Or I am writing answer, you can confirm it that I write it correctly. It is minus 0.375. Am I right? I really appreciate please response from you. अभी कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं. Please reply. My answer is correct. Okay. Now, what is my traveling point? What is my traveling point? In which direction I am moving? Can I again calculate it from D to B? Will you allow me? ED. What is D point? Right. What is D to B? Change in quantity. अब यहां से यहां देखिएगा -4 change in quantity. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. यहां से यहां देखिएगा प्लीज क्वांटिटी में -6 and what is change in price? Quantity increase हुई है, so I'm writing +6 and price decrease हुआ है, so I'm writing -4 into what is initial now? अब इनिशियल क्या है? दिस वन इज इनिशियल. Initial price is 8 divided by initial quantity is 10. Now this is minus 1.2. Am I right? Please reply. Am I right? अब आप ट्रेवल कहां से कर रहे हो? B से B तक, right? Correct or not? I'm asking you a question. Distance between D to B or B to D, is it same or different? Is it same or different? Distance. Answer is different. I'm asking you distance. यहां से यहां इंची टेप लगा के देखोगे और यहां से यहां डिस्टेंस दोनों का सेम है. ओनली डायरेक्शन अप है और डाउन है. Am I right? So this both method give me a sorry. Both point calculation from upward to downward or downward to upward give me a different answer. It is major drawback of proportional method. That's why we replace it with what is next method? Arc method. What is formula for arc method? What is formula for arc method? I'm writing it. ED is equals to delta Q divided by delta P into P0 plus P1 divided by 2 Q0 plus Q1 divided by 2. This 2 and this 2 get cancelled out. So basically we can write delta Q by delta P into P0 plus P1 Q0 plus Q1, or somewhere in some books it is written delta Q by delta P P1 plus P2 divided by Q1 plus Q2. So I want to do the question again and rewriting all the figures. Point B and D, price and quantity. Four eight 16, 4 8 16 10. Okay, let's do it again. First, what is the first four action? It is from B to D. Elasticity of demand equals to change in quantity delta Q by delta P into P0 plus P1 divided by Q0 plus Q1, which will equal to what is change in quantity? It is minus 6 by plus 4 into P0 P1. It is 4 plus 8, that is 12 divided by 26 This will give me a result minus 0.692. But when we talk about D to B, when you talk about D to B, again ED equals to change in quantity, that is plus 6, change in price minus 4 into again same 12 by 26. Have you understood this? Please reply. Art method. Yes, that's why we have developed art method. Last one remaining is graphic method. Say this demand curve, I am taking 4 point A, B, C, D, E, and I am assuming that is it is midpoint. This one is midpoint, right? So ED is equals to lower segment, lower segment divided by upper segment. If you want to calculate elasticity of demand at C point, the lower area, that is this is CE divided by CA. As I already told you that say C is midpoint, so CE must equals to CA, ED will work out equals 1. Here ED is equals 1, right? Please, if I calculate at point B, so what is elasticity of demand? BE divided by BA. Apparently, BE look greater than BA. So I can say if I divide both the side by BA, then this is nothing else but the elasticity of demand and this should be 1. So here ED is greater than 1. Likely here ED is less than 1. Right? Understood? For D point? For B point? Understood? Or should I do it? Consider at point E. ED is equals to what is lower area? There is no lower area. What is upper area EA? So this should be worked out. ED equals 0. Likely here ED is equals to infinite. I think I make my sense clear. If you understood, then I can move forward. Am I allowed to move forward? What are different values and what are different names? ED equals to infinity. We call it as perfectly elastic demand. Can you tell what is the shape of curve? Just consider ED is equals to percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in price. So there is some changes, but there is no change. That means price remain constant. That is parallel to x-axis. ED is greater than 1. That means percentage changes in quantity is more than percentage changes in price. So price changes by a very few unit, but quantity change by a large unit. That means curve will look like a flatter curve. Next one, ED is equals to 1. That means percentage changes in quantity is exactly matched with the percentage changes in price. Here, curve look like this. Both of these are equal, right? When ED is equals to 1, must notice ED curve is rectangular hyperbola. ED is less than 1. That means percentage changes in quantity is less than percentage changes in price. Here the demand is inelastic. Inelastic. And when ED is equals to 0, that means percentage changes in quantity equals 0. That means curve is perpendicular and it is 90-degree angle, or you can say parallel to y-axis. I think I'm taking the classes with Vayam, Sheetal, and all other are getting it कि ऑन करके रख दिया है बस ऑनलाइन क्लासेस हो रही है तो छोड़ो all of you are getting the conceptual understanding or not in reply from two or three form. Thank you for replying. Elasticity of demand ED using AR and MR approach. साथ साथ लिख रहे हैं आप ये प्लीज रुद्र सुमेधा हिमांशु चेतन किशन साथ साथ नोटबुक में लिख रहे हैं तो मेरे साथ चलिए टेल मी व्हाट इज revenue is equals to price into quantity am I right price into quantity correct okay differentiate revenue with respect to quantity. What did it give me? Derivative of R with respect to Q is equals to first as it is derivative of second plus second as it is derivative of first. Am I right? Please tell. Have you understood or not? Okay. What is MR? This I can write MR. What is MR? Change in revenue due to marginal revenue. This is equals to P plus Q dP by dQ. Am I right? What is MR? MR is equals to MR होता क्या है हमारा? MR equals to delta R by delta Q. Am I right? So इसको मैंने रिप्लेस कर दिया किससे? MR से. So MR is equals to P 1 plus Q by P into में delta P by delta Q. ये क्लियर हो? ये क्लियर हुआ कैसे आया या नहीं? Any one of you? So MR is equals to P 1 plus 1 divided by dq divided by dp into p divided by q. डिनोमिनेटर में ले जाके मैंने उसको सिर्फ रिवर्स किया है. हैव यू अंडरस्टूड? If it is yes, then I move ahead. Okay. Now mr equals to p 1 by 1 minus e y. What is e value? Delta q by delta p into p by q. इसको मैंने रिप्लेस कर दिया इस वैल्यू से. एंड दिस इसका साइन जनरली क्या होता है? नेगेटिव. क्लियर? प्लीज समझ में आ रहा है या नहीं? परमिशन ग्रांटेड टू मूव फॉरवर्ड प्लीज. ओके. डेफिनेटली आई टेक न्यूमेरिकल. पहले डेरिवेशन तो सीख लो. मेकअप बाद में करेंगे. पहले हाथ धोना तो कर लें पहले. डेफिनेटली जो आपकी अभी अपेंडिक्स में सारे न्यूमेरिकल हैं सारे डिस्कस करेंगे. ओके. सो अगेन जस्ट चेक व्हाट आई एम राइटिंग. mr by ar equals to 1 minus 1 by e because p is nothing else ar. I taken this in denominator. थोड़ा बाउंस जा रहा है सर, सिर्फ पी और क्यू देखकर, सॉरी। बेटे, पी और क्यू नहीं होगा। हम टॉपिक ही यही पढ़ रहे हैं, इलास्टिसिटी, ए आर एम आर। क्वेश्चन ही आया हुआ है ये 5 नंबर का। एक साहब ने पूछा था मेरे को, है ये कि क्वेश्चन समझ में आ रहा है? 1/E = 1 - mr/ar। 1/E = ar - mr/ar. E = ar/ar - mr। ये क्या कर दिया मैंने, समझ में आया? इन दोनों को रिप्लेस किया, इंटरचेंज किया, इसको यहां ले आया, इसको यहां ले गया, एलसीएम लिया, रेसिप्रोकल किया। रेसिप्रोकल करने को बोलते थे इन्वर्टेंडो। इन्वर्टेंडो किया, और 10th में 8th क्लास में पढ़ाया होगा आपको, रेशियो एंड फ्रैक्शंस, रेशियो एंड प्रोपोर्शन, आई एम सॉरी। इन्वर्टेंडो का मीनिंग क्या होता है? 1/x = 1/5 है, दैट मीन x = 5 है। क्लियर? अगर ये क्लियर हुआ तो चलें आगे। समझा? समझ आ गया? ये समझ नहीं आया, मैं नहीं समझा। सर एक्सप्लेन इट अगेन। यहां से रिपीट करूं? यहां से रिपीट करूं? कहां से रिपीट, कहां से करूं? समझ आ गया कुछ। ऐश्वर्या, PS ऐश्वर्या, यहां से रिपीट करूं, यहां से करूं? सर फ्रॉम बिगनिंग। ओके, यहां से रिपीट करूं? R = प्राइस इंटू क्वांटिटी। मैंने कैलकुलस में डिफरेंशिएशन पढ़ा था, डिफरेंशिएशन, और डिफरेंशिएशन की अप्रोच लगाई, आर को डिफरेंशिएट किया विद रिस्पेक्ट टू क्यू, तो क्या होगा? प्रोडक्ट रूल अप्लाई होगा यहाँ पे। कौन सा रूल? प्रोडक्ट रूल। चेंज इन रेवेन्यू ड्यू टू चेंज इन प्राइस इक्वल्स टू, पहले पी को एज इट इज रहने दिया, डेल्टा क्यू बाई क्यू, प्लस क्यू को एज इट इज रहने दिया, डेल्टा पी बाई पी। ये कैंसिल आउट होके 1 देगा, तो प्राइस इंटू 1, राइट? ये कहलाता है मेरा एम आर। दिस इज क्यू डीपी बाय डी क्यू। क्लियर? मैंने इस इक्वेशन में से P कॉमन लिया, तो P यहाँ पे ये 1 बचा, इसके नीचे Q के नीचे P था नहीं, तो P लगा दिया। जब ब्रैकेट ओपन करूंगा, ये और ये कैंसिल आउट होके यही इक्वेशन बनेगी। क्लियर? ऐश्वर्या, स्पॉन्टेनियस रिस्पॉन्सेस दीजिए, सो दैट आई हैव टू कंप्लीट दिस टॉपिक। अब इसको इन्वर्ट किया मैंने, इन्वर्ट करने के साथ ही, एज आई इन्वर्टेड इट, इट इज नथिंग एज बट द इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड। आगे की बात तो समझ में आ गई होगी। Okay, now I'm making a table and this is last step. Just consider E value. What is my E value? It is AR divided by AR minus MR. आपने एट्थ या सॉरी योर माइक्रो इकोनॉमी में पढ़ा होगा, दिस इज AR curve, this is MR curve. Now just consider when MR equals to 0, MR 0 है तो AR क्या होगा, E क्या होगी, इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड. When AR equals to MR, ED is equals to infinity. When MR equals 0, ED equals to 1. So here ED equals infinite, here ED equals 1. What happens when MR is negative? MR is less than 0, ED is less than 1. कुछ ये टेबल समझ में आया फ्रेंड्स? प्लीज रिप्लाई. In next class, definitely I will finish perfect competition. Try to finish monopoly. 3 क्लासेस लगेंगी मेरे को ये चैप्टर कंप्लीट करने में, 3 या 4 मैक्सिमम, सारे इंक्लूडिंग ऑल द न्यूमेरिकल क्वेश्चन, जिसमें से एक हो चुकी है. I think I make my sense clear. Thank you very much for coming in session. You can ask any doubt if you have. From my side, today's session is completed. You can ask doubt if you have any. Any doubt? My BB Institute tell me regarding this. Only then I can start. I have an instruction to cover section A. So far I have received to cover section A. Mayank, am I make my sense clear? आपको समझ में आ गया? Okay. Thank you very much for coming up in session. Stay well. प्लीज आप लोग अपना बहुत बहुत ध्यान रखिए. टेक केयर. थैंक यू वेरी मच.